Good day and welcome to today's edition of Faith Issues, brought to you by Social Communications, Catholic Diocese of Nsukka. My name is Father Kenneth Ugwu. Reflect with me on the theme, the waste in being wicked. We have the first reading of today from the book of Wisdom, chapter 2, verse 1a, and then from verse 12 to verse 22. And the gospel reading comes from the Gospel of John, chapter 7, verse 1 to 2, and verse 10, and then from verse 25 to verse 30. From these two readings, we see how wasteful it is to be wicked. In the first reading, we were told that the wicked are ungodly. They stand against everything that is morally right, both in action, in words, and in their thoughts. Little wonder the first reading tells us that they reasoned unsoundly. They gathered, seated, and then talking to themselves. They planned, orchestrated evil against the innocent. It is a waste of time, waste of energy, waste of God's given thought process that one should sit gathered amidst others and then thinking of what to do to an innocent person. The mind is a very powerful instrument, a gift from God, given to us to put to good use, to show love to one another, to make life better, to make living easier, and to spread happiness into the lives of others. But the wicked do not do this. We see this exemplified in the first reading. They gather, and then they concoct a whole lot of plans against the innocent. They misunderstand him without even calling him to speak for himself. They cannot do that because they cannot even stand the presence of an innocent person. And so they gather behind the back of the innocent, pouring calumny, wrapped in jealousy and envy, filled with rage and anger, frothing and breathing threats on how to bring the innocent down. It is so wasteful. You can come to think of their minds as they were in the gathering. You come to think of the way they had to make these plans, the time they had to spend, the energy they had to waste, some other good thoughts they had to or should have engaged in, and then here they are spilling over in anger and bitterness and rancor over an innocent person who reproaches them, who chooses to be on the side of God, to follow the path of righteousness, and to help them too enjoy the happiness being on the path of God brings. In the case of our Lord Jesus Christ in the gospel, we see the same. Those who are concerned with the presence of our Lord Jesus Christ in the gospel, we are not the authorities. They spent time and wasted their energy thinking what the authorities would be thinking about our Lord Jesus Christ. What a waste to be wicked. What a waste indeed. The Bible in Psalm 1 verse 6 reminds us that the ways of the wicked lead to doom. And in verse 4 of the same psalm and the same chapter of this same psalm, it tells us that the wicked, like winnowed chaff, will be driven away by the wind. It is such a waste to be hollow in thought. It is such a waste to be unsound in reasoning. It is such a waste to spend time in ungodly things. May we therefore ask the good Lord to draw us nearer to his heart, to make us see once more the joy of following the path of righteousness, the value, the secret purposes of God, the wages awaiting one who follows the righteous path, to make us see once more that it is so wasteful to be on the wicked path and then spend time before the Lord so as to yield enough value for the sake of humanity. Spend time and energy to make life better for all and sundry. Peace be with you.